Kyle Jackson from ActionJacksonFitness.com, and I'm here to talk about equipment. I'm going to be talking about wrist straps specifically. So wrist straps, not wrist wraps, but wrist straps are going to help you on your heavy pulling days. So they're going to help take the excessive load off your forearms when you're doing heavy pulling movements like rows, deadlifts, Romanian deadlifts, any type of pulling exercise, even farmer walks or shrugs. So wrist straps are going to help you when you hit a plateau in your strength or your size. It's going to help you bust past that by allowing you to move heavier weight without the constraint of your forearm strength. Now I'm going to show you exactly how to use them because they are often screwed up. A lot of times guys will avoid even using them because they see them but they're not really sure how to use them. So I'm going to show you exactly how to use them so when you are in the gym you can grab them with confidence, strap yourself in, not look like a dumbass, and actually help improve your rowing, your deadlifting, whatever it is, to take that stress off your forearm. So oftentimes I'll see guys put them on the wrong way, this way, or oftentimes they'll put them on the wrong hand. Yes, there is a certain hand you want to put them on, and they'll put them on this way. As you can see, this is pulling across my hand this way towards my pinky. That is incorrect. That's not the right way to strap yourself in. You want to put your hand in, it's going to seem kind of weird, but you want to put your hand in through the back side of the strap, and you want to put it on the hand so that the strap pulls through your index and your thumb. So it pulls through just like that. And when you pull this on, you're going to pull it nice and tight on your wrist so it's nice and snug, and you're going to put them on both hands like that. So on both sides, should they be going through your index and your thumb? If they're both heading in the same direction, then you have them on incorrectly. So now from here, I'll come around this bar and I'll show you exactly how we lock ourselves in. Common mistakes people make when strapping themselves into a bar is that they'll wrap the strap around the bar instead of actually wrapping their hand to the bar. Wrapping the strap around the bar doesn't provide any assistance at all for the lift. So what I mean by that is, you'll see guys come here to the bar, they'll put the strap around the bar like so, wrap it around, and then think, oh yeah, I'm locked in here, this is great, this is helpful. But in reality, it doesn't do shit. So you're not helping your forearms at all. You're probably just making it worse because you actually think you're helping and you're not. The way to do this is to wrap your hand to the bar. So put your hand on the bar first, take this strap out and wrap it around the backside. So hand on one side, strap on the other side, and wrap your hand to the bar. Now, you can wrap this around, ratchet it on, and now this is nice and snug, and this bar is not going anywhere. So when you're actually strapping yourself onto a bar, you want to strap one hand on, and then you want to strap on the second hand. So what I mean by that is, you're going to put one hand up here, you can use your left hand in order to assist your right hand, strap yourself in, boom, that's nice and snug, okay, great. Now I'm going to put my other hand up, and this is going to take practice, so you're probably going to suck at this at first, but like anything you ever tried for the first time, it's going to suck, but eventually you'll get easier. So you're going to put your hand up here, you're going to pull this nice and snug, and you're going to have to do this one on its own. And then you're going to wrap that in, and then again, you can ratchet it on so it's nice and snug, ratchet the other one on so it's nice and snug, and then I can pull this bar out, and this bar is not going anywhere. It's really tight, and this is going to help take all the stress off my forearms. Now, when should you be using wrist straps? I like to use wrist straps as needed. So I want to caution you not to become too dependent on them. If you become too dependent on these and you use them for every single back day, you're doing all the time, anytime you're doing any pulling exercise, any shrugs, or any type of farmer carry, then your forearms are going to start to get very weak and they're going to become a lagging body part. They're just not going to grow along with the rest of your body. So don't become too dependent on them. Also, if your forearms become a lot weaker than the rest of your body, you can start to develop some elbow issues. You'll see a lot of tendonitis or even tendinosis issues from weak forearm muscles. So you want to use straps as needed. If you're a beginner, you're just getting started, a lot of my beginner clients, I don't let them use wrist straps until they've sufficiently built up their forearm strength and just their overall overall body strength for that matter. Once you become a little bit more advanced or you're more of a moderate lifter and you're lifting much heavier weights, then you can start to use wrist straps as needed. When shouldn't you use wrist straps? You do not want to use wrist straps on any on any pushing exercise. So if you're doing chest presses, for example, shoulder presses, anything like that, you do not want to use wrist straps. That can cause a huge problem. If you think about it, if you have 2 dumbbells and you're strapped in and you're doing heavy chest presses, and all of a sudden you lose the dumbbells and you can't press anymore, those things are attached to your hands, you're gonna have a really hell of a bad day. That can rip your shoulder right out, or tear your bicep muscle. It can cause all kinds of problems. So you do not want to use them when doing heavy presses. Any type of pressing movement, do not strap yourself in. You can certainly keep them around your wrists, but do not strap those things around and lock yourself into the weight. Also, don't want to use them during any type of pull-up or chin-up. Again, that's a very, very vulnerable position when you're up, when your hands are on the bar and you're holding your body weight up to do a chin-up or a pull-up. The last thing you want to do is be strapped in, because again, if something happens and you completely are going to fall off the bar, dead hanging by your wrists is going to be a big problem. So again, I wouldn't advise using them doing chin-ups or pull-ups. Also, if you're doing something like kettlebells or complex work with a barbell, again, that's just a no-go, man. Like, you are like asking for problems. I've seen guys trying to do barbell complexes, and one of the limits on a barbell complex is your forearm strength, because your forearms get really tired really fast, and guys locking themselves in when they're doing snatches, hang cleans, all kinds of stuff. Overhead press is just not a good idea. You're setting yourself up for a bad day. Kettlebells, the same thing. Do not use them for kettlebells.